Hello, I'm Senator Donzella James, and I represent District 35 here in Atlanta, Georgia's metropolitan area. And that includes the city of South Fulton. Yes, we did pass the referendum, and it's a brand new city. And I thank Mr. Governor Deal, for appointing me to be one of the transition team commissioners. We're working very hard to make sure that we have a great city in the city of South Fulton. And this month, the first session of the 154th Georgia General Assembly began. And we're in the Senate and already hard at work. While recently we mourned the loss of several prominent figures in Georgia, communities such as Bishop Eddie Long, and I say deepest condolences to the Long family, and to my friend Sandra Austin, who was the president, the chairman of the DeKalb County Democratic Party. Sandra was a little fireball, and she went to sleep in the reclining chair and never woke up. So much love to the family. We're going to miss you, Sandra. I'm going to miss you telling me what to do and what not to do, and it was all in love, and it was always good advice. So God rest your souls. We will continue to remain strong and focused on achieving a better life for all Georgians. Today, we completed day 8 of our 40-day session, and we have already had a number of bills introduced which will benefit all of Georgia. Many of these priorities were outlined in Governor Nathan Deal's annual State of the State address, made before a joint session of the Senate and the House of Representatives. In his address, Governor Deal talked about where Georgia is excelling, as well as where we have come from and the room we have to grow. And because our economy is strong, our government plans on allocating our budget so as to better fund some of our state's most critical needs, including K through 12 education, improving our state's health care, specifically the treatment of autism. You know, that's been one of my major goals, because these young people it's almost like an epidemic with our young African American males who continue to be born with autism. So we must make sure that they can be productive citizens in the future. And let's not forget the criminal justice reform. Oh, this is a critical issue that we must address immediately. We have a lot of young people who have been thrown into the system and they have no chance to get out. On the other hand, there are some that need to be thrown into the system. They're knocking our doors down when we're working hard and going to work every day. And sometimes we may be at home and even in bed at night. We may be even just pumping gas into our car, filling up the tank, and some young kid will come and just jump in our car and drive off. We have to do something about the criminal justice system, especially juvenile justice. So all kids are not bad? Yes, I agree. But there are some that need to make sure that they come out of the streets and into facilities where they can get some help. But over the last week, we've been talking about things like the joint budget hearings that were held in order to get an idea of where our state's dollars would be best allocated. And members of that Appropriations Committee heard from the heads of various states' departments to ensure that their needs were being accounted for. Now, these budgets are the most important pieces of legislation that we pass every year, and we will carefully vet both bills to ensure funding is distributed properly and fairly. I tell you always that I'm fiscally responsible, and I truly mean that. I want to make sure that we get our fair share of our tax dollars, but I want to make sure that those tax dollars are used properly. So there will be many other issues that we will be tackling throughout the session, all aimed to improve the lives of the people of District 35 and the people of the great state of Georgia as a whole. So thank you for watching today. This is the first of my weekly updates from the state capitol, from my place to yours. And if you ever have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to get in contact with me or my office. We can be reached by email at donzella.james@senate.ga.gov or by phone at 404-463-1379. I thank you very much and have a blessed day. Thank you.